Hello, all you fellow members of the Fellowship of Backyard Mechanics. We're going to learn how to replace an HID bulb on a 2012 Ford Focus Electric, which is a little bit different from the halogen bulbs on most of these cars. We'll have it all figured out for you just a second, so just follow along. If the bulb on your headlight has one of these big lenses rather than something like this on two of these, you have a HID headlamp, which is different from the halogen bulbs that usually go in there, and the replacement procedure is slightly different from the halogen bulb replacement, and we'll go through that in this video. First, you take off these two screws. One right here, you can do it with a Torx or you can do it with a flathead screwdriver. The other one is here. Alright, screws are out, and then you just kind of reach out over here and just pull it out. It comes out very easily, no problem. Now you just unsnap this power cable just like on all the other ones. You can do it with a screwdriver. Yes, you just, it's out. What you do is you put a screwdriver in that little tab by there, push in, and the whole thing pops out. Alright, then once you get the thing out, you take off this rubber cover to keep the rain, and you also have this cover that gives you easier access to the bulb. And you use this, take these off with T9 screws, Torx drivers, and pop it off. Now the cover is off. You might notice how there is a little ring right there around the ballast and the lamp, and you have to just twist that ring and then the whole thing just pops right out. It's got two little fins on it. There's one fin here and there's another, I don't know if you can see it, but there's another fin right there. And you can, if you got skinny tiny fingers, you can probably do it yourself. Maybe pull it from here or reach in the hole over here, which is probably a little easier, and get to that thing and twist it. It's usually easiest to put one finger on this side of it and then go hit that other fin with a screwdriver and then turn it counterclockwise about a quarter of a turn. Alright, give it a quarter of a turn. If you notice there's a little ring on this bulb, the replacement doesn't come with that. It's a Osram. This is for a 2012 Ford Focus Electric. This ring comes off, and then you put it on the new one. And you can take it off. You can kind of like push it off right here with your fingers, or maybe you can jab a little screwdriver in those two in that slot right there and kind of slide it out. Be careful, needless to say, and just take it off. Okay, one important thing to stay on top of here is to make sure the bulb says 66549 on the back. This is a very highly specialized part, and if you get like a 66548, there's a lot of them that look almost exactly identical, but they're not. And the reason why they're not is a lot of these, there's this one tab right here that allows everything to align properly, but there's also a second tab right over here. Where is it? Right there. I don't know if you can see it too. Yeah, right there. Sometimes it's over here. Sometimes it's over here. Sometimes it's over here. And if it's like that, it won't fit in the windshield part. I mean the headlight part in the assembly. So make sure you got that. This is the old one right here. It's got a little fuzz on it. And when you put it in, you might want to practice first with the old one because it is kind of a picky, very highly tight install once you it goes to a very small spot. You can kind of push this off right here like that, It's not the easiest thing to do. So I got it off right there. Then you just slide it onto the new one. Not that hard. Need to say don't lose this. This is the old dirty one. One thing about these bulbs, they don't just totally stop. They slow down. Sometimes they're on, sometimes they're not, and it happens more and more often. If that happens, you got a bad bulb and you need to replace it. Anyway, moving along. And then you slide the ring, this little ring that came off the old one, it just comes off like this. You put it on, you just push it on like that. And if you notice here it says open, so you turn it that way a little bit. When you lock it, you turn it this way a little bit. It used to say right here, it says, I don't know if you can read it, but it says close. So we're going to put this in. Now you might notice on this ring it has 2 small holes and 1 big one. If you look on the ring, there is 2 small tabs and 1 big one. So needless to say, you line up the holes with the tabs and then you push it in and you turn the quarter turn clockwise and you're done. But before you do that, you connect this connector. So you do that first.